episode 3, everybody. I just realized that I missed about 40 minutes of gameplay because I didn't hit record. So, let's see if I can catch you up real quick. So I had a bit of a harrowing journey from Titania. I got a shell lodged into my hull here. I thought I could find an engineer to pull it out here in Port Avon. No such luck. Tried here in New Winchester. Also no such luck. And so I just sort of, well, the engineer is here, but I either didn't have enough money or I didn't see the option to get it removed. So I just sort of kept rolling. And so I kept going. It exploded somewhere around here, and I was fine, as it turned out. I was, however, out of supplies and out of money, so I popped into Magdalene's, which was here, near Perkins Cups. So I found out that I could sell the seeds that I was holding for 80 sovereigns when they cost me 25. Was it Port Avon? Yeah, 25 at Port Avon. So nice little arbitrage there. So what I'm going to end up doing is, but it seems like I only have enough cash for one at a time. So I'm going to have to pop up. I'm trying to find, I don't know, you could call it the Southeast Passage. A roundabout, so I don't have to go through all the way back up here, all the way through here, or like around here through Port Avon. Let's explore a little more of the map and see if we can find our way to Port Avon through a back door. Won't you join me? Let's rock and roll. Thank you for being here, by the way. Warms my tiny shriveled heart. What else warms my tiny shriveled heart? It's this gorgeous, luscious scenery. Punk. Okie dokie. That was dumb. I am so nearly dead. I don't know what I have in terms of numbers. I have 4 hull left. Let's hope I don't hit any marauders or anything. Oh yeah, I found some wrecks and I scavenged them. Saw some marauders and I scavenged them. Blowed him out in the sky. I delivered a guy who had gone crazy from being out here in the sky too long. Delivered him to Magdalene's, a place of rest and comfort. And then I accepted a mission to remove an unwelcome guest from Magdalene's. Lord knows what that'll entail, but here we have it. Oh, and hooray, there is a way. Man, that I would never have gotten that. Old stones and forgotten ruins lie tumbled across the sky. April 16th, 1905. That was 10 days and many, many, many years ago. Fun. Quiet day, you say. Ooh. Do I not even have... A pleasant breeze wafts through the village, making even its pricklier residents relax their guard and welcome guests. Only a little, but enough that even a visiting stranger can enjoy their bonhomie. I will play around at cricket, that's what I'm going to do. Nobody seems to remember how long this game has been going on, just that the score is now almost a formality. You play your point, and you play your part. Play your part, points are scored, yet by the time you leave it is no closer to an end. Nobody seems to mind. It is, after all, cricket. Alright, lost my terror. That feels good. Chips, bazaar. Oh, I've got 3. That doesn't. That's bad. That's bad. Wait, what's this? Lippies? Something to crave. Oh, that was... Oops. Ooh, what did I find? There's that thing to crave. Craven thing. A homestead. Oh dear, settlers who live so far beyond the edge of civilization relish the hardships of solitude. They will fiercely defend their small territories, but occasionally welcome company and trade. You sat down beside a pockmarked homestead with a holey roof and cracked windows. Its inhabitants have struggled through a bad year, and will find the next one worse. Trade supplies for bronze wood. Oh dear. I have so few supplies, but maybe if I can sell the bronze wood? They are timberers sawing twigs from the great bronze woods of the reach and selling them to passing traders. They offer several gleaming logs in return for your supplies. You now have 1 bronze wood, and I've lost my supplies. That's okay, I friggin' hope. Now where can I sell those? Let's try Port Avon, because it's right there. I'm just gonna die. I'm gonna die so dead. Don't let me down. Can I? Oh. I can't sell my bronze wood, can I? The ruins, no. Inn. Do I go to the inn? Oh dear. Okay, do I speak to a short-sighted cryptozoologist, intercede in a mushroomy matter? Head upstairs. What's this? So I can have some welcome. Lock this by having no Blemigan Voyagers. Okay. I unlock this by having no New Somerset Hunting Club membership. Boy, oh boy. Connection, New Winchester. You know what? Can I get some cash for this? Tiny figure weighed down by 2 backpacks and a heavy duffel coat looks through thick glasses at her map. Looked at you. Excuse me, I need passage. I don't suppose you could help me. I'm on the trail of unusual beasts. I can pay you for your time. Welcome her on board or leave her to her maps. Where she need to go? Traitor's Wood, beams the short-sighted cryptozoologist. She leans in conspiratorially, as it turns out, to the wrong person. They say there's all sorts living in that place, and... Oh, sorry. She turns to you. There's all sorts living in that place, perhaps even an ape man. Won't it be fun to find out? So... we got her. I mean... I'm also screwed, because we're gonna die, because I don't have any cash for, you know, supplies. We're gonna eat each other before that happens, but... what's this? What's this? What's this? Is that where I'm taking her? Let's find out. So I've got bronze wood that I can't get rid of. Man, oh man. No, I don't want that. Maybe I can kill this stupid animal? This is like my last hope before everybody on my locomotive dies. And they're gone. Alright. You know what? Last hope is actually a new Winchester. Maybe I can sell the bronze wood that I have. Like, please, 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 can I sell the bronze wood? I have no idea. No idea. Just chugging along, looking around. Very atmospheric, gorgeous environment. I love how it gets darker when you enter sort of a narrows like this. Glad I don't have a beef with these guys, because unfortunate, I guess. Inconvenient. That's what I guess I know I'm going the right way. Eventually, I'll just have this map in my head. I hope I played this game enough. It's so pretty. Alright. Last of my supplies. Gone. Oh, goodness. Shops. Bizarre. No prospect. Are you kidding me? Victoria Market. Are you also kidding me? So I have nothing I can hawk. Like... okay, so I can't recruit the incognito princess. I represent Halliges. Banking house. I promise this will only take a moment of your unquestionably valuable time. Produces a folded contract with a flourish. We hear promising things about you, Captain. Very promising indeed. We would like to extend our services. We provide a secure solution for the storage of your assets, absolute discretion and steadfastness unto death and beyond. We require only a signature. The offer is entirely complimentary, I assure you. At Halliges, we measure ourselves by the quality of our clientele. In the words of Groucho Marx, I would never be a member of a club that would have me as a member. Well, Although it'll unlock a bank vault, allowing you to store and withdraw items at any hub port. Is that good? I don't know. Maybe. Perhaps not. The fastidious inspector. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me, Captain. Oh, excuse me, Captain. A woman pushes through the... Was that even a different voice? Probably not. A woman pushes through the crowds toward you. She is short and square-shouldered, in a neat black suit and polished shoes. She shows you the case of her pocket watch. It is embossed with the crown and hourglass of London's Horological Office. The body responsible for ensuring time is consistent across the empire. I'm hoping to book passage to Port... Oh, this is what I was supposed to... I'm hoping to book passage to Port Prosper, she says, slipping the watch away. I can't, of course, pay. Offer a passage because pay sounds promising, because I don't have any... Oh, thank you. Oh, gosh. Thank you. The locomotive I was on broke down following a board rupture. The chief engineer's fault, I suspect. A gentleman fonder of brandy than of diligence. Here, an initial sum to seal our bargain. Prosper lies to the west-southwest of New Winchester. Not that there's such thing as a north, south, east, or west, or indeed west out here. Instead, London cartographers picked 4 of the brighter, more reliable stars visible from the Empress' new palace and named them north, east, south, and west. Londoners value familiarity. So, I'm going to Port Prosper. That's good. Gained 50 sovereigns. That's good. She's on my engine. That's also good. I guess, should have... I'm just going to accept... yeah, fine. I'm going to accept this one. There. It is done. I am certain this represents the beginning of a long and warm relationship between ourselves and your lineage. May it endure. I bid you good day, Captain. You may access your bank in the central port of any region. You'll find it in the list of areas on the left-hand menu when docked. Click to transfer items between your hold and the bank. You will be able to access the contents of your bank from any hub port. If your captain dies, the contents of your bank will be inherited by your next captain. Oh, that's nice. Onwards. Oh, thank goodness. 10 hull for 30 sovereign, but... Oh, man. Oh, here's where I can have the unexploded shell removed. For 100 sovereigns. Man. Okay. Sorry. Can't do that. Mr. Menagerie is passing through New Winchester. Tattered poster. By the station advertises the services of a Mr. Menagerie, purveyor of fine scouts. Hire on crew. I can purchase the governor's 5,000 sovereigns. I got 53 of my coins that I can give you. That'll be... Can I give you that? No. Dummy. Oh, golly. Can I explore the city? The smoggy, clanking... Oh, yeah. So I read that one. Let's inquire about the Winchester War. What's going on, fellas? The slow-burning war for the Reach forms the backdrop to daily life in New Winchester. Oh, story point. Citizens wishing to keep up with developments in the war turn to the New Gazette. It is famously the only newspaper worth reading in New Winchester, as well as the only paper that hasn't bankrupted itself. Its quality speaks for itself. So, here I can read about the progress of the war, check your reputation with the factions, and who currently controls the Reach. Read about the latest news, read about the current political situation, or search the New Gazette for my name. Well, I'm not famous enough yet. Sure. Let's read about the latest news, the fortunes of war. Tensions mount in the Gulf of Glome as the stalled Tackety Scout refuses any attempt at rescue by patrolling Windward Company engines. The captain has called in aid from a Tackety contingent on maneuvers near Trader's Wood, which the Windward commander is unwilling to let approach. Bloodshed is expected imminently. Current political situation, let's check it out. The lay of the land, the Assembly runs New Winchester from Victory Hall and seeks to strengthen its hand in the Reach. London's proxy, the Windward Company, however, maintain a considerable presence in the Reach. Although New Winchester is still neutral ground, tensions are mounting within and without the port. Interesting. Okay. Victoria Market. Gotta get that food. Lay on food. Man, oh man. Selling. Oh, thank goodness. Wait. Why can't I? But I have bronzewood. I want to sell the I want to get rid of the bronzewood and get the. I want the money. I want the money. Oh, golly. Oh, my God. Can I... Wait. Oh, hold. There we go. 175. Oh, yes. That feels good. All right. That's more like it. $40.80. Let's grab a fuel. Okay. That leaves me with enough coin to go grab those seeds. And probably enough to go back around and take old what's-her-face to the place. 2 more to complete this prospect. And then... Oh, I don't even know where Lustrum is in order to enforce a claim against the Windward Company. Remuneration generous. The west-northwest. So what else can I... Oh, no. Oh, I would have to... Oh. Sweet Jane's counting house on Lustrum requires 5 crates of munitions. Do I have those already, or where do I get them? Oh boy, there's so much, so much. All right, let's go get our hull repaired. That feels good. Sounds nice. Wolsey Station. Is that where I found it? There we go. Repair your locomotive. 128 sovereigns, fully repair. Unlock the. Oh, I need 128 sovereigns. Oh. 78. So 78 leaves me with 88, 98. Oh wait, yeah, so 50. Just enough. Okay, all right. Good. Let's fully repair the hull. Thank you. So I guess I still have the unexploded shell in my hull. Not cool. Am I just gonna? Is that just gonna kill me? Don't know. But not a big deal. Port Avon it is. Can I like double click to set a route? No, this ain't GTA. Crap. Yes, it is probably like equally fast to go this easterly route. You know, if you're in 3 dimensions, which I understand you're not, but you need a north, south, east, west. Gives you your X and Y axis. You need a Z axis to be able to properly navigate. What do you? Oops. One of these factions don't really want to have anything to do with you, thank you. Oh, you've been traveling with an item of unexploded ordnance wedged in the bowels of your locomotive. It was only ever a matter of time. Oh, the explosion flings your locomotive to the side like the rage of an angry giant. Sucks. Equipment, charts, and crew are hurled through the air. You strike your head against the corner of something sharp. Everything spins. When your head clears, you pull yourself up. Your crew are still down, listening to the new insistent groaning of the hull. Will it hold? Lost... Oh boy, that would have killed me. Lost 6 hull. Gained a tale of terror. Nice. Actually, not so bad. You know what? It was worth $100 not to have to do that. Because the repair is cheaper. Bucks, sovereigns, whatever. Do I have a toot-toot? Scout reports a successful expedition. Oh. Oh, I see. I can... That gives me a thing. Nice. Coaxing right in the baby. Cool. Hub ports returning to a major port like New Winchester or London will greatly reduce your terror, provided that at least 15 days have passed since your last visit. Thanks. Shops. Bazaar. Give me 2 of these. Find for me, Lou. I'm renaming my bat Lou. It's my... Who would live here? Don't know. Let's dock. Settlers who live so far beyond. Blah 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 blah. You sat down beside a cold, silent homestead. The windows are boarded, the door locked, but the foliage in the garden hasn't grown wild. It was abandoned in a hurry recently. Search it with a 45% chance of success, or leave swiftly to not risk encountering hostile strangers. Perhaps you want to avoid small talk. Look, let's do it. We're doing this. Success. Yes. The house has already been plundered, but the plunderers missed the patch of turned earth beside the back door. Settlers buried their valuables here, presumably intending to return, and now they're mine. 94 sovereigns. Excellent. So anyway, this one time, a long time ago, but my wife and I found a bat in our toilet. Do you want to guess what we named him? We named him Lou. His name was Lou the bat. It's okay. Like I scraped him into like a either a pillowcase or something. We took him outside and we released him. He was fine. Put him in a bush. Very happy little bat. Moving away doing his bat thing. He just had to sleep a little bit, recover his strength. And somewhere dark. Moist. Generally safe, I guess. I hope. I like to think Lou is out there to this day. Batting it up. Give out the order for half rations. Oop, tagmatic. To eat out the last of your supplies. Oops. It's actually not so bad. You know, when we were on our honeymoon, actually, we have a thing with winged creatures because on our honeymoon we found a seagull who we swear only had one leg. It was in the Bahamas. He named him Steven Seagull. I'm pretty sure he wasn't just holding his leg up. He just had one leg. It's just, you don't really need legs to fly. It's probably easier to, you know. I bet it made it a little harder to fly straight. Oh, dear. A stopped clock. The fastidious inspector approaches you in the galley. Captain, good day. I noticed your ship's clock had stopped. Perhaps you'd permit me to repair it. She has a little case of tools and a hopeful expression. Permit it. Prefer things to be right more than twice a day. Great. Yeah, why not? What do I get out of declining? Yes, she gives a grateful flicker of a smile and sets to work. Soon she has the back off the clock and has spread tiny cogs across the galley table. Obscure horological tools gleam brassily among them. Everything has a place. I appreciate the opportunity to keep myself busy. Staring too long at the stars is harmful to the temperament. Great. Fastidious inspector. Attempting to fix my locomotive's clock. Ah. So now I've got some. The fastidious inspector has a round face, brown eyes, and short dark hair. She gives the impression of being perpetually busy. I've known people like that. Inquire about her work, discuss the reach, or compliment her skills. Can I do all three? I mean... you know, open with a compliment. That's only nice. Thank you, she says. A small, embarrassed silence. It's possible the inspector is pleased, but it's rather hard to tell. So, how's work? What are the duties of an agent of the horological office? Dish. She sniffs. It is of fundamental importance that 10 o'clock on the 2nd of June in one corner of the Empire occurs at the same time as 10 o'clock on the 2nd of June in the opposite corner. How is an empire to function if it can't agree what day it is? Unfortunately, the process is complicated by the fact that time is less reliable than it was. The hours trade has seen to that. Ooh, what's the hours trade, I wonder? Oh, boy. Oh, now I lose options. Dearie dear. So what's... ask about the hours trade. You've heard the Empress awards her favorites with gifts of years to extend their lives, and that you can become rich mining for hours to satisfy London's hunger for them. The tangles of time. Oh, the hours have more uses than that. We use them to increase the efficiency of work worlds, to speed journeys to distant regions, to resolve overcrowding in prisons. It does make my life more difficult when the time knots and stretches like wool on the loom. More difficult, but more vital. Her Majesty seized a great trove of them when she assumed the throne of ours. And now even more have been found at the Reach. Miners dig them from the ground. She looks momentarily wistful. You know, I hope someday to retire with a modest pension of years myself, to prolong the better part of my retirement. Boop-a-doop, boop, boop. Boy, do we go for the war? Get political already? Or discuss the Reach, the wide, wild frontier, a sunless domain, but impossibly verdant with gargantuan vines, cathedral-sized bronzewoods, and livid fungal archipelagos. Or ask about the Winchester War. The Reach is torn by discontent between the London loyalists and the more independent settlers. Golly, golly, golly. News of the war, discuss the Reach. World. Find out about the world. let's do this. It has an uncouth splendor, but I miss Albion and the steady light of the clockwork sun. The sunless reaches are so misty and quiet. She pauses. But critical. The territories here are rich with raw hours, and even enough vegetation grows on them to feed the whole of London, even if some of it has a dubious shape. What? Discuss suns. What happens to the Reach's sun? And London has a man-made sun. How did Her Majesty defeat the old one? We warred and we won. It's not my area of expertise, I'm afraid. The sun's made the law, they say. Now Her Majesty makes it. As for the Reach's sun, she looks through the window at the lightless, stirring mists. I don't know. Do suns grow old? Do they die of natural causes? I think that would probably be better than the alternative, wouldn't it? Oh, this is cool. Boy, okay. The War of London. Is it a question of which first, or like which at all? Because I want to know about both. The seat of the empire lies in far-off Albion, where a man-made sun burns in the sky. Another sun blazed there once before Her renewed majesty conquered it. What? Is she just gonna get tired of me? Do we... Oh boy. Winchester War. I feel like this way is kind of fraught, but this way is also... I mean, they're both political. News of London. Sure. London sits in her coat of smog. Courtiers squabble at the foot of the throne of ours, hoping to receive endowments of years. Meanwhile, hard-working civil servants labour to ensure everything runs as it should. Was there a touch of archness there? All as normal. I miss her, though. There's no city like London in all the skies. Albion is very different from the Reach. Much more civilized. Okay, let's talk about the war. There are those who feel that London is a long way away, and they do a better job of governing themselves. The frontier attracts independent spirits. We call them tacketies for the hobnail boots that are so practical out here. London, unsurprisingly, disagrees. The Windward Company earnestly represents Her Majesty's interests in the region. Sometimes very earnestly indeed. The tacketies call London's loyalists stovepipes. For our hats, I suppose. She avoids looking at you. And you, Captain? Where do your sympathies lie? Boy, oh boy. Do they honestly, with the tacketies? Like, why should old rules or old masters hold sway in these new lands? Yeah, maybe it's because I'm American, I guess. But what do I tell her? You know what? This is where we are. We are never free of the past, she says, her hand touching her pocket watch. Never. Well, compliment her one more time. And then bid her good evening. And you, Captain. I think I should make a cup of tea. Awesome. We're all building. I love it. It's the best kind of building. Alright, your bridge windows fogged with recent steam trails. This place seems well frequented. Oops, bizarre. Sell them seeds, bruh. Oh, that feels good. That feels... Oh, 354... Oh, where did I get all... Oh, because I dug up those nice people's life savings. Okay, I think that's going to do it for me for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me on this quest. I am just delighted to have everybody who watches here. And honestly, even if I was playing by myself, I would be more than happy to be doing this. I'm kind of shouting out into the void right now, but if you want to see more of this, I guess I'm not going to say the S word. Just come back and watch the videos if you want to see more of them, because I'm going to keep playing this game because it's gorgeous. Okay, bye.